Yes, sir. We're back.
Yo, episode 12, bro. We're
Welcome back to
out
the IRL
here.
podcast.
I
IRL
love
Quest podcast. Welcome back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're out here with another episode brought to you by Leroy and Eric, as usual. No special guest this time. I know we had a little bit of a trend the last two episodes where we had a bit of a special guest, but it's just us this time, bro.
Yeah, we're changing it up. We don't have to have a guest every time. However, we are
100%.
planning to have a guest this weekend.
Yeah, so we've got some stuff lined up this weekend. I know right now in the news, everyone's talking about this whole Supreme Court leaked documents about discussing the overturning of Roe v. Wade, the legal precedents, and all that stuff. And there's a lot of talk in the news about it right now. But we're not going to do that in this episode because we want to have a guest for that. Okay. And so this weekend, we're going to be having a guest on who can give us not only a female perspective, but also add an opinion into this that I think will be interesting. And it'll add to the dynamic of the conversation. So, because it might not be as interesting, it's just me and you talking shit about it, as opposed to having someone who can kind of weigh in as
Of
well
course.
from the female perspective.
Yeah, I mean, that's the idea, right? Like, for such a sensitive topic, specifically targeted towards females, we should probably have a female guest on so they could express their opinion and get both sides of the story. I know you have pretty strong opinionated um option, like pretty much talking points, and you could go loose, bro. We could
Uh,
both go loose,
yeah, I'm
and that's
very
why we need the
opinionated.
female perspective to bring it back in line, give us the other point of view, and that's what we're here for, man. Just hearing everyone's talking, seeing what they're up to.
Yeah, I have strong opinions about Roe, about abortion in general, but we're gonna get all into that this weekend. What are we talking about today, Eric? On today's episode, what are we
I'm excited for
discussing, bro?
today, bro. Even though it's not a trending topic, it's something personal I hold deep within me, and it's
Deep
it's
within you.
deep within me, like a fucking 6-inch dildo, bro. No, but for real, it's
That's
fitness, bro.
fucking
Fitness.
yo. By the way, that was super sus. Let's not glance over that. That was very sus. What you just said. What the
Nah,
fuck?
it's a joke, bro. It's a joke. Obviously, I'm not gonna take 6. That's way too much, bro.
Yo, you're so sus, bro. You're so sus. Come on, bro.
Anyway, it's a joke, bro. Anyway, we're talking about fitness and more specifically the NBA playoffs, which is currently going on. Phoenix is popping off, bro. Mavs are looking rough out here.
The
We
NBA
got
playoffs are
Golden State
on.
popping off. It's a good time to be an NBA fan. Let me tell you, the refs
Hundred
haven't been
percent.
looking so good. Refs been a little sus,
Hey,
but
that's every year in every sport, though, bro. Hey, you got to deal with the refs, bro. But
I know you
that.
got to deal with it.
But first, we're gonna get into fitness. I don't think we've really talked about fitness too much on the pod. I think we may have briefly touched on it in earlier episodes, but today we're gonna go do a whole deep dive into what it looks like for us, what we've been doing, what we're working on, all that stuff. So Eric, why don't you go ahead and take us through the itinerary, bro? What exactly are we gonna talk about when it comes to this? And let's
Yeah.
get rolling.
So more specifically, we're gonna talk about like what type of lifts are we doing currently, the actual weight, the repetitions. We're gonna go into like what type of workouts are we doing? Are we doing like a push pull legs? Are we doing a bro split? Are we doing like Olympian? Are we doing 6 different workouts 6 days a week? Like each of us have a different way to work out, right? So we're gonna go into that. We're gonna talk about the target goals of like what I personally strive for, what Leroy strives for when it comes to gaining strength or gaining a physique. Like what are the metrics we evaluate ourselves on? And then more specifically, just getting into like what our general idea on fitness is, like what we take for granted and what we actually push and strive to do. I love talking about fitness. I love working out, dude. I've been going ham this week, or past like 2 months almost now. I've been going ham, bro. So I love to talk about it. Love to get deep into the weeds with it.
Hundred
What do
percent,
you
bro.
what do you want to talk about first, bro? What do you got on your mind?
So what does your gym routine look like? And what does fitness in general look like for you? Because not everybody who's into fitness and does stuff like this, there's so much, it's such a wide range of things that we can discuss about it. Normally what we talk about when it comes to fitness is like gym. What does your gym stuff look like? But there's also like a bunch of shit you can do that's not necessarily weightlifting, calisthenics, martial
Swimming.
arts, swimming, etc. There's a bunch of stuff. So what does it look like for you? What does your routine look like on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, in terms of what you're doing in the fitness section of your life, bro? Start us
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, of course, bro. So for the past I've always varied. Like I've done different workouts before. I've tried the bro split. My bread and butter is push pull legs. I think it's the easiest and most adaptable workout routine for
The bro
myself at
split.
least. But there's also like for at one point in my life, I was doing like 5 days a week of the gym where I would try to like legitimately hit each body part each day. So like for example, Monday I would be doing chest and a little triceps. Then Tuesday I'd focus mostly on back. Then Wednesday would be legs. Then Thursday would be shoulders, and then Friday would be like whatever else I got left. So that's not really a specific split. That's more like just hitting each muscle group once, right? For me these days, I've been working out with my little brother a lot, and we've been pretty much going push pull legs hard as shit, bro. Like we're keeping track of our lifts, we're keeping track of how much reps we're doing, we're writing this down on our phones. We're like going hard because we have this like goal in our head by the end of 2022, which is about like 7 months from now, give or take. We plan to do 2 plates on the bench. That's our goal right now.
225 bench press.
Yeah, and you know what? If I keep eating this way and I keep like working at it, I've already grown so much, bro. Like I could see it happening beforehand, honestly. Um,
Nice, dude.
so yeah, recently I've been doing a lot of push pull legs, and we break it down into about on average about 5 to 6 days a week, and we just try to go push on. Actually, we start off with legs on Monday because we try to avoid the. You know how it is Monday. Fucking people are coming in from the guilty ass weekend. Everyone's like, "Yo, I just want to get some bench in," and then everything is crowded. So we reversed it. We start with legs first, where it's usually not that popular, and then switch to chest on or like push, which is chest and triceps and shoulders on Tuesday. And then we follow it up with back, biceps, and like forearms, pretty much anything that has to do with the pulling motion. We finish off on Wednesday, and then we just run it back. But more specifically, we've been incorporating different types of lifts for each push day, for example. So let's say on Tuesday, which would be the first push day, we would focus on the bench. But then on whatever it is, Friday or Saturday, the second push day, we would do like incline dumbbell press, or we do like decline, or we do cable flies, and that would be the main focus. And so by doing each day a little bit differently, you're hitting different muscle groups, and it's very beneficial. I feel like I'm getting exponential gains. This is the most amount of gains I've been getting like my whole gym career, pretty much.
Oh yeah, bro. So what are your lifts at? What are your lifts looking like right now? Like your bench press, where's it at?
All guys are the same, bro. They just want to know. No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
I just have like a baseline
Yeah.
of what
So
you're doing
I
right now.
haven't done a 1 rep max yet because I've been super
Uh
focused on like a lot more reps. So I try to hit the 5 to 8 range, 5 reps to eight
huh.
reps. Right now I'm doing 160 for 6 reps. Uh,
160 or 6 reps. That's pretty
so
good.
160 is about, if to put it in plates, it's a plate, a 10, and a 5, I believe, on each side, give or take,
Okay.
or like a plate, a 10, and a 2.5, whatever it is. I've been doing that for 6 reps. Next week, which is I guess like 8 days from now, I'm gonna try to do a 1 rep max. I'm trying to at least hit a plate and a half, like plate 25.
Nice,
What
bro.
about you, bro? What's your plate at? What's your bench at?
Right now, so I guess we would talk about like the whole gym routine,
Yeah, go
right?
ahead. Go ahead.
For me, I've been in and out of the gym like most people for over the years. I'm definitely not as strong as I used to be right now. I used to be way strong. Back, you remember back when we used to go to the gym every day, like back in 2017 when we used to go to the gym after school and stuff like
Right
that.
after school, bro.
Man, I would say much stronger than I am now.
What were you
And
hitting
then
back then?
my 1 rep max back then was like 195 on bench press. Uh,
195?
yeah, it was like
What are you talking
195,
about, bro? Since
one tap,
when?
100%, bro.
Since
One tap,
when?
195
With who? With who?
with you, bro. You don't remember? We used to work out with what's this guy's name, bro? I forgot his name. He was the Colombian guy or whatever. You know who I'm talking about?
Colombian guy?
Colombian or Venezuelan. He used to have like the minivan or whatever that used to be boys with. You know who I'm talking about?
Minivan?
Yeah, bro. He used to have glasses. You remember that dude?
Arturo?
There you go. Yeah, that guy.
Oh, Arturo. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I
remember we used to
remember
work
him.
out with him, and
Dude, the
it,
minivan got me fucked up. I was like, who
yeah,
has a
yeah,
minivan? I didn't know.
yeah. But I was one rep max, like 195 back then. Now I haven't done 1 rep max, but right now what my lifts are looking like when it comes to bench press, I'm doing 135 for like 4 or 5 reps right now is what I'm
Okay.
looking at.
So you've lost a
Um,
little bit. You lost a little bit.
yeah, I'm definitely not as strong as I was back then. But now I'm getting way back into the gym. To me, bro, here's the issue, man. It comes down to consistency. So I'm trying to, when it comes to splits and stuff like that, bro. Like I've noticed that I'm trying to get my goal is to try and get in the gym at least 3 times a week. I think that isn't you can be incredible because my goal is to be consistent with it over a lifetime, right? What
Yeah.
does a lifetime of consistency look like as opposed to a season of going hard and then it dying off? Um, I think 3 times a week is much easier to be consistent with than 5, 6 times a week. You know what I mean? Because inevitably, when life happens and, you go on a vacation or some shit or, I have family in town, whatever, you got friends hanging out, whatever, you might miss those days, bro. And so it's not, so if you're giving yourself that leeway of only going 3 days a week and you can get all your workouts in during that time period, that's, in my opinion, much better than going 5 days a week. Maybe one week you only go 4 days. One week then you start dying off 3 days. Then you do 6, and so it's not as. So I think what I've been doing is I've been trying to incorporate more of like a full body workouts on a 3-day split. So I'll do a push emphasis day where I'll do a full body more or less workout with a little bit of emphasis on push. Then I'll do a full body workout with an emphasis on pull. And then I'll do a full body workout with an emphasis on legs. So 3 days a week, I'm hitting all of my body and still getting the major lifts in. I think the most important lifts, right? The ones that everyone should have, or for the most part, you should have in your workouts are obviously the bench press, um, the
Squats
squat,
and
the
deadlift.
the deadlift is for sure. The press, bro, shoulder press with a barbell, the barbell shoulder press.
I
Like
think
the
that's
military
overrated,
press,
bro. I think
going
that's
straight up
overrated.
with the bar. That is a compound movement that will expose you, bro. If you're not strong in your shoulders, that movement will expose you. Like
Mhm.
right now, I did it today. Literally a couple hours ago, I was in the gym with my brother, and we were focusing on shoulders. We're doing some shoulder work and some arms. And dude, um, we were doing the shoulder press with the fucking barbell, bro. That lift exposed you. Like it's hard. Like I'm doing just the bar, and then I put it in tens, and with the tens, it felt heavy as shit. Just lifting that thing on top of your shoulders for like 10 reps. Like if you're weak in your shoulders and your arms, and you don't have good body posture, and also the joint movement that's involved with your elbows and your fucking shoulders, that lift will expose you, right? So it's just like the squat where you have to get better at it, and it's one of the harder, heavier lifts. But I think it's essential because your whole posterior chain is fucking erect. You're pushing with your whole complete shoulder up. Like it's such a clean ass movement, but it's hard. So I enjoy doing it. You don't think the shoulder press is essential?
I think the shoulder press is essential. I don't think the bar specifically is essential. You could get the same effect, which I would even argue it's more beneficial to do dumbbell shoulder press instead because you're not compensating either. So like if you're doing dumbbells on each side and you're going up, there's no compensation, bro. You can't like lean, you can't like which I see a lot of people do with shoulder press specifically because it's an awkward movement. Are you putting it behind your back and going up
No, in front,
ahead
in
of your head
front.
and you're just going
The
up?
bar in front, and then you just kind of swing it in front of your head, up, down, up, like that.
Yeah, I feel you. No, I think shoulder press is important. I don't think specifically barbell because you could those machines they have at the actual gym where it's like you rack the weights like the plates on the side and then it's
Yeah,
still a machine that you lift up.
yeah,
That also works pretty much just as effective.
yeah, dude. I mean, I try not to. If I can do like a heavy, I think it's such a compound movement that I'm gonna
Hmm.
try and do free weight with it, right?
Ideally,
Because
yes.
because the free weight is not just gonna help with the actual movement, but it's also gonna help stabilize the other parts of the other muscles that are involved with keeping you from fucking throwing that shit. Because you could do like you can make that argument for bench press. But it's like you don't really have to do bench press. You can just go or you can just go on the Smith machine and push it up.
Nah,
You
you're
know what I mean?
fucking out of here. Nah, nah, nah. I mean, I
It's the
wasn't.
same argument.
The thing is, there's like the shoulder press machine with the Smith machine, which I would not recommend. Then there's an isolated shoulder press machine where you have to wait. You have to pull up the actual weights, the 45s, load it up, and then they have the handles on the side where you just push up.
Yeah.
That I don't think is that bad because you're not really compensating too much with the stability of the machine, because it's still a lot of balance you got to undercome. And my favorite is dumbbell. I've just been loving dumbbell for everything, bro. When it comes to chest, dumbbell press, like that shit just hits hard, bro. Um, More specifically, the shoulders. Shoulders, me and my brother pretty much exclusively use like dumbbells, bro. Like, very rarely do we use the bar. But my favorite day recently has actually been leg day, bro. I don't know why. I think it's the pain I put myself through. But legs, I used to hate legs, and now I'm like, yo, just give me some legs, bro. Like, oh, squats, all right, bro. All squats. And
What
then
does your
we've
squat look
also
like?
been incorporating. We don't always hit this mark, right? But we try to do every other day abs. So we'll do like 2 to 3 ab exercises. Like for example, we'll do crunches, we'll do the leg raises, and maybe like some sit ups or whatever. And we'll try to do like 2 or 3 of those exercises for like 3 sets each, just to finish off the workout. And my abs are fucking dead, bro. Like I feel for days afterwards.
Yeah. What
But
is
but
your
yeah, go
on
ahead.
your because you mentioned leg day. What does your squat look like right now?
My squat is garbage, bro. I recently had a car accident in December that fucked up my back, so I haven't been overloading my weight at all. Back when before the accident, I was actually focusing on squats a lot, and I hit like 2.5 plates on each side for squats. But recently, I haven't pushed myself past like a plate realistically because I want to make sure my form's good because I have a lower back issue. I had to get like steroid injections for it. So I really don't want to go heavy on it. But I'm making sure I'm doing clean reps, good form, going all the way down, make sure ass to the grass type shit. Make sure you're not bending forward. And I think squats are the hardest for me in terms of form. Even deadlifts for me, the form is fine. But like squats specifically, I have like weak hips, I think, and like my hips will cave in and my chest will come out. And it just that's why I'd rather just take it a little slower with the weight and make sure the form's correct.
Yeah, squats are hard, dude, especially when it comes to form. Having
Hmm.
proper form, because everybody's body's different, and so some people can work better with like a wider stance as opposed to like a more closer stance. Like my little brother, his stance is pretty tight, where
Narrow.
he keeps it kind of narrow. But for me, I have to kind of flare out a little bit because
Yeah.
my hip joint is not as mobile as his, for example. So I
Agreed.
have to
Same
kind
here.
of do a little bit of a wider stance.
So
But
a
squats are
good
hard,
tip,
bro.
is like if these are your feet, right? A good tip for like if you have like narrow or like wide hips is like point your
Yeah,
toes outwards and you open up a little bit, and that way you get the more mobility and you don't
yeah,
feel as tight. However, I do think my own theory. I haven't done research on this. Is that we just haven't like worked our muscles out enough. Like we should be able to eventually do a proper squat without having to go so far out. Because there's times where like these are my legs, bro. I'm like all the way out, like, and that can't be correct in the long
no.
term.
It's also like you're compensating
Of
to push the
course.
weight up because you're just not as good at the movement yet. It's also like a skill. The actual movement is a skill, bro. You get better at it the more you do it.
Yo, but I do
Um.
want to talk about that earlier topic that you mentioned about the whole like going 3 days a week and being
Oh yeah,
consistent
sure.
versus the like going 5 or 6 and then failing.
Uh
I
huh.
don't necessarily see it as failing, bro. I don't think you have to be like, yo, I have to get to the gym 6 days a week or I have to get to the gym 5 days a week. It's more like this is my expectation of going 5 to 6 days a week. If shit comes up, like for example, a vacation, like you mentioned, or maybe you had a really busy week at work and you couldn't fit in like 5 days, I'm not going to beat myself up over it. But it's more like, bro, like for me, it's almost like a religion, bro, because I'm not very religious myself. But to go to the gym, you walk in, you see everyone grinding, bro. There's like a certain atmosphere. It's like in an anime, like you see like the boss come in and there's like an aura around them. That's how I feel like when I walk into the gym. It's like, shit, all right, everyone's on a mission here. No bullshit in here. Like time to
Yeah,
get to work.
it's a great
I love
vibe.
that feeling, bro. So
That
to
the
me, it's not almost like obviously there's times where like me, like you, bro, like we've been on and off the gym. Like look at us, bro, like well chubby cheeks and shit. But the idea is that like for me, it's going to be a lifelong thing, but it's also enjoyable, bro. Like, unless I'm really, really, really sore, 90% of the time I'm having a good time at the gym. And
hundred
that's why I
percent,
like to
bro.
go more than 3 times a week.
You have to have a good time because if you're not having a good time, then you see it as punishment, it's not, you're not gonna be consistent with it. You know what I mean? So he
Yeah.
was like, oh fuck, it's this thing I have to do because it's
As
tough or
as a
whatever.
disclaimer though, like we've said earlier, me and Leroy have been at the gym for what, like 7 years now, on and off, something
On
like
and
that.
off, yeah, a long time.
So like when you first go into the gym, it's going to suck. If you're just starting your routine out these days, like I think there's a habit of like try to do it for like 21 days straight, and then you'll start to build that habit and like it'll become more enjoyable. But I remember when I first started, it was vivid to me. Like I hated going to the gym. But I had one of my boys, actually Jose, who came on to the show, episode 11. Yeah, it was 11.
Yeah, the last
Jose
one.
was actually the guy who got me to start going to the gym. And through him, I stayed through the 3 weeks. He would come pick me up, and he's like, "Yo, come on, like let's get it, bro." And then once like that month hit, like that month, pretty much, I was like, "Oh, I'm fine to go by myself." Like I don't, like I still wanted to go with him, obviously, but I didn't need him to go. It was more like now it's cool that he comes.
Yeah, yeah, bro. Like, I think something that a lot of people don't talk about when it comes to the gym, just fitness in general, it's more like reframing. I think this has helped me at least to be much more consistent with. I've been much over the past, I would say, 3 months or so. I've been much more consistent when it comes to fitness and health and stuff like that than before, bro. And honestly, it comes down. You know what it comes down to? I Not only does meditation help, of course, meditation's everything, right? But it's like reframing how you see it. Whereas it's no longer from a perspective of, okay, fuck, I gotta go get my workout in. You know what I mean? It's more like I get to go to the gym and train. You know, I have the privilege of being healthy enough to go to the gym and lift these weights and stuff like that and improve my health and all these things. And just enjoying the process. You know what I mean? Like what, like the endorphins, bro. Have you ever, no one who's ever gone to the gym and then has regretted it after. You know what I mean? Like nobody goes to the gym is like, fuck, I shouldn't have come, whatever. After you're like, yes, dude. And even before, when you maybe you don't want to go that day and you go anyway, you never regret it, right? You're always incredibly like happy that you actually came out and went and whatever you got the workout in, right? So and you just feels good, dude. Just feels good to be out there fucking pumping the iron and sweating with everybody, and it's a good environment.
Yeah,
So
there's this like trick I do where because I think most people have days where you just don't want to get up, bro. Like you don't want to go to the gym. And what I try to tell myself is, yo, just get to the gym. If you want to get to the gym and leave right after, go for it, bro. At least you push yourself to go to the gym. And I've never once, oh, let me take that back. I've only ever done it one time where I've gone to the gym, did like a really bad workout and then left. Every other time I've told myself, yo, just get to the gym, Eric. Like that's it. Once you're there, it's gonna be easy. I've done a full workout and I felt great afterwards.
I feel like a lot of times the hardest part is just getting there.
Getting there. Agreed. hundred
It's
percent.
it's your it's your perception of like, fuck, I gotta go do this thing, like it's gonna be hard, whatever. Once you're there, bro, you're in the vibe, you're in the zone, everybody's working out. You just start doing it. You know what I mean?
100%. And you know what? It's like, I mean, we could get all into like the testosterone you build while being there when you see like both guys and girls, like you're getting motivated, bro. Like for me specifically, like I'll see a guy who's huge and I'm like, damn, respect, bro. I know how much work, roids or not, bro. I know how much work you put into getting to that point. And same for girls. When you see girls like squatting 3 plates and their asses out and all, I'm like respect, man. Like that that was to get to that point, unless you had like a fucking implant or whatever. But 99% of the time, they just
No, it's
worked on
hard
that.
work, bro. It's
It's
fucking
hard
hard
work,
work,
bro.
dedication over the years, dude.
And that's
And
nothing you
it's
can pay
impressive.
for, bro. You can't
Yeah,
earn, like you can't pay for that. You have to earn it.
yeah, that's 100% earned. It's incredible. It's the dedication. It's fucking admirable as fuck, bro. Like that's why all the people that are role models, people that you look up to and stuff like that, they're all pretty much jacked, like for the most part. You know what I mean? Or they're healthy or fit in some way. You know.
Yeah. And you know what?
So
I mean, this is gonna be like a completely like side topic. But you ever see like those articles on Facebook where they're like, oh man, they're setting unrealistic expectations for the average person. Like when you see a girl who's like slim as hell with a fat ass, you know what I mean? Like, or like a guy who's shredded and ripped and like, oh, that's I'm like, why is it unreal, bro? You could legit get to that point. Unless you're like roiding, looking like Dwayne the Rock Johnson, like you could get to what they're getting to. It's gonna take years, but you could get there.
I think that there's there's some genetic limitations. Like some people, like if you know who Chris Bumstead is,
Of course, bro. The GOAT, YouTube,
dude.
bro.
C-Bum is the GOAT. Okay, like
Yo,
C-Bum is like my father, bro. Like that guy's
Will
the GOAT,
Tennison's my
bro.
boy, bro. I ride and die with Will.
No, okay, that's content creation though, right? I'm talking about like when it comes to fit, like being jacked and being like a role model for fitness. C-Bum's the GOAT, bro. Right? Like, hey, for everybody who doesn't know C-Bum, we about to put him up on the stream real quick, bro.
Dude, maybe there's this clip you can find. I saw it the other day where he was training for the Olympia, and he made this like vlog or whatever where he's like, "Yo, I was dreading, like I was like depressed, bro, going into it."
Oh yeah.
You
He was
saw
there
that
was a
one?
clip where he was talking C-Bum because C-Bum's an Olympic lifter, right? Well, not an Olympic lifter, but he trains for Mr. Olympia, bodybuilding, stuff like that. So he's of course absolutely yoked. Of course he's not natty or anything like that, right? The guy's obviously juicing. But there was a clip where he was at the competition. I think he had just won it, and he was up on stage talking about like how I wanted to quit so many times, and at one point I was like depressed and crying about like how I didn't want to do this shit anymore. And then but I'm so thankful that I'm here and I got here and I pushed through all of that.
That's
let me
motivational, bro.
let me let me push this up on the screen real quick. So it just goes to show you, bro, like the most jacked dudes. Everyone goes through shit, bro. Let me pull up C-Bum right here on the screen so everybody knows what we're talking about. This is Chris Bumstead, bro. 3-time Mr. Olympia champion. He's
Yeah,
a
dude.
gym content creator, fitness content creator, etc. And guy's an absolute role model, bro. So
100%.
yeah, dude. C-Bum's the GOAT, man. Let me take him off the screen now. All right, C-Bum, that's enough, bro.
That's
Oh, dude,
enough PDA, bro.
yeah, it's enough PDA, bro. We got a comment right here. What's up, Jonah? Appreciate you tuning in.
Of course, man. Thank
True
you.
part of the physical development is the mental development to take yourself to the gym. Yeah, bro. That's what we were saying, man. Like a lot of it is like, bro, just having the conversation in your head, change it from fuck, I can't believe I have to go to the gym to yo, I get to go. Because bro, the fact of the matter is, dude, if you stop for a moment and fucking think about this for a second, right? There's so many people who are with debilitating diseases and shit like that they would die for the opportunity to be healthy enough to go to the fucking gym and train, bro. You know what I mean? And a
You're
lot of people just squander that, right? I myself, I've squandered it for a lot of time. No more, bro.
right.
Like
No more, bro. No
no
more.
more. Like it's just about having some perspective, having some gratitude that you get to fucking do these things, man. It's incredible, bro.
Can we
So
also highlight the in the comment, Jonah's like, true, part of the physical development is the mental development you take yourself to the gym, right? More specifically, the mental development. And I think what some people like fail to understand is the impact of your mental health over the long term from going to the gym and getting fit.
1,000,000%.
And the professional gains you're going to get, right? Because we're in a society where we are very artificial. It sucks to say it, but we are. If you're a fit dude or you're a fit girl or a pretty girl or a pretty guy, you're going to get further in life. But if you're also like if you're an ugly dude, but you get super shredded, that's going to have gains in every category of your life, bro. It's not just fitness. It's not just like your own internal mental health. It's also like how people perceive you, how you're treated, how you're talked to. There's just so much, there's so many benefits. Like even for like myself, bro, like I take it in stride when you start popping off and you start seeing those gains and like you see people talk to you a little bit differently. It feels good, man. It really does.
Yeah, bro. And one thing I want to say about that, okay, it's that I think it's not that just that you look better, therefore you're getting further ahead. That's part of it, but I think a huge part of it is like if you look good, where you're taking care of yourself physically, then you're more likely to be the kind of person to take care of a business or to do well in their job or to have discipline in other areas of your life, right? So it translates, and so that's why I think a lot of times these high performers or whatever, a lot of times they're also fit and they have discipline in their fitness life, and that translates to their business life, right? So if you're fit, you're more likely to display these sort of characteristics. So that's probably why you're also getting more opportunities, which I think just makes perfect sense to me, right?
It's like the
And
same ideology colleges use for like graduates and like the hiring. It's
yeah,
like The degree isn't so to say you're smart. The degree is more so to say that you were able to stick to something for a long period of time and get it done.
100%. A lot of degrees are fucking useless, but we'll have a whole show on that, right?
Another topic, another
Um,
day.
um, but also what you were saying about just mental health in general, bro. Of course, like going to the gym feels good, man. And you don't like if you're not because the thing is you know that it's something that you must be doing, right? It's something that's
Uh-huh.
important for your life that you should be doing. So when you don't do it, you feel like you're being a bum essentially, and that plays into your head like, yo, I'm not even working out. Like, what am I doing with my life? Type shit. That plays into it, bro. So when that's dialed in, you're not worried about that, right? But
You
when
know
it's
what's the
not dialed
hardest
in,
part
you're
for
thinking
me,
about
bro? You know what's the hardest part for me? It isn't even the gym at this point, bro. It's the diet. The diet is what kills because I love food, bro.
it.
Food just delicious, like delicious, bro. I could eat like so much every day, and you got it's like the gym is like 2 hours of the day. You got to put yourself into it. Then the rest of the day, you're accomplished, right? Mission success, right? You got to the gym, you did what you had to do. But the food is tantalizing, bro. That shit looks at you in the fridge, and it's like, yo, just eat me, bro.
It's like 80% of the battle.
80% of the battle. Agreed, bro. And so that's where I struggle. And then this week or this past like 3 days, I had a friend visit from Miami and we were eating like shit, bro, because what the fuck? Like that's how it is on vacation, right? Like he comes over, we're gonna have some nice food. Some McDonald's, some Wendy's, some restaurants, you know what I mean? And that shit eats at you. Like physically, like it makes you feel like shit. Mentally, it makes you feel like shit. And it's just like it puts you in the mindset of like, all right, I gotta get back on track because my gym gains are gonna get affected by this too. That's what I've come to realize is like, yo, I'm getting these strength gains, so I need to get the protein I need to like get the maximum strength, right? But if I'm eating fucking carbs all day, if I'm eating French fries, like it's not gonna like transfer. Like it's not gonna
100%,
help.
bro. And you know what part of that is? We talked about it many times. Dopamine detox. It's just the instant gratification. It's easy as fuck to just go to McDonald's, order a Big Mac, fries, eat that shit. You know what I mean? Have a soda, bro. That's much easier than going to Sprouts, going to Publix, whatever, getting some meat, cooking it up, getting some fucking some good carbs if that's what you're into, bro. Like it's much harder to do all that. It's also more expensive. The effort required. There's much more effort input than the reward that you get for it. And of course, the food is much better, right? The ones that where you go to Publix and you make it yourself, whatever. Of course, it's much better for you. Everyone knows that. No one's gonna tell you, yeah, McDonald's is actually better for me than eating a steak right now.
McDonald's
No,
is healthier, bro.
no one's gonna tell you that shit. But
No one's gonna
it's
tell you that except
easier,
McDonald's PR, bro.
bro. It's 2022. You know what I mean? Like nobody,
Yeah.
if you fall for that shit today, hey, I got a swamp land to sell you in Florida, right?
Okay, and if you somehow get convinced that the salads are good for you, look at the nutritional facts, bro. Don't
Salads are
get
not
baited.
good. Don't
Don't
eat fucking salads, bro. Don't eat grass.
no, not like that. Not like that. Not like that.
Bro,
It's not
actually,
like
check
you
this
could
out.
have
Like, hold on,
healthy salads like with low calorie dressing with nice chicken in it with some tomato, and
hold on,
that's
bro.
amazing, bro. That's bomb.
Look at
But
this.
McDonald's, it's like you're getting like 20 something grams of protein for 800 calories, and like 400 of the calories is from the dressing itself.
It's
So
terrible,
it's terrible. It's not good.
bro. You know what I've been thinking about lately? That
Uh
I've been researching. Do you like? Back in the day, like a lot of the things that Americans deal with today, heart disease, cancer, etc.
huh.
These things didn't exist. Well, not that they didn't exist, but they were at a ridiculously low rate back in like the ancient times. And what did those people used to eat back then? Of course, their fucking life expectancy was much lower than ours is now, right? But a lot of that has to do with like infections and you get a cut and you're dead because you're gonna get infected and there's no antibiotics to treat
How
it or
many?
whatever.
How many? Are you talking about like back in like caveman days type
I'm
shit?
talking about back in like hunter gatherer societies and even like the early civilizations.
I mean,
They
I
ate,
have a direct correlation for that, bro. I
but
don't think
their
it's too complicated either.
what I'm saying, their food was much better than what we eat today, right? They weren't eating the bullshit processed stuff that we eat today. However, they had lower life expectancy because of all these other lack of medicine has advanced significantly today, right? What I'm saying is though, the way that they used to eat, like even today, there's some societies that you can follow, like the Hadza. You know about the Hadza in Africa, or not Africa? I think they're like in the African slash South Asian region around there. The Hadza
And they're a
tribe.
tribe, pretty much.
Yeah, they're a tribe. They're a hunter gatherer tribe that they go around and they literally like hunt monkeys and they eat meat. Literally, this is what they eat: meat that
And
they
organs.
hunt, organs, and honey. That's it, bro. They eat meat, organs, and honey, bro.
Yo,
And
can I ask you a question though?
yeah,
How many of back then in the hunter gatherer days, and even in this example with the tribe,
uh huh,
how many of the how I guess what my question is like, what population of that is obese, bro?
zero. None of
Zero.
them are
Bro.
obese. You know who are obese? There's actually like 2 or 3 of them that are in the tribe. The ones that made contact and that they go and live with civilization. The ones that aren't with the tribe for extended periods of time, where they start to eat the foods at monasteries and shit like that, they start to get fat, bro. The rest of them are lean machines, bro. No
Yo, so you saying they
diabetes,
don't
no
eat
heart
like
disease,
fruits? Like if there's like fruits on a tree, like an apple, they're not
bro.
gonna eat that?
No, no. This is what they do. This is what they prioritize. One, above all else, they prioritize meat,
Of
hunting,
course.
the game, right? The only thing that they'll stop the hunt to capture over meat is honey, like raw bees honey up on a tree. That's the if they see the honey, they're gonna go for the honey. Otherwise, they're hunting. That's it. What else? When there's no meat, they didn't have game that day or whatever, and maybe they didn't find any honey. They have like these like very like these like shitty ass roots that they eat sometimes. They're mostly like water with a little bit of fiber that they'll snack on every now and then, bro. That's it. But the vast majority, like 95, 99% of their diet is meat and honey. It's all they eat. And of course, they eat nose to tail, right? So they'll eat fucking all the organs, the eyes, the liver, spleen, kidneys, testicles. They'll eat everything. And then they eat honey. And bro, there's no such thing as diabetes, heart disease among them. They're incredible because they studied them. They studied the labs and shit like that. Incredibly healthy humans, bro. Of course, back in the day, we didn't have penicillin or ceftriaxone or whatever.
Yeah.
So of course, we didn't have these advancements in medical technology. So if today you pair and look at their lifestyle, right? I mean, they're out fucking. And by the way, another interesting thing about them, not just the the meat and stuff what they eat, but also like the way that they run and stuff like that, bro. They don't jog. The Hadza, they don't fucking jog. So there's no such thing as jogging to them. They either walk when they're on the hunt, they're either walking or they're sprinting. They're in full sprint or they're in the walk. They don't fucking jog, right? And they're the healthiest humans. And the reason why I mention that is because if you think about it, a lot of times people be like, "Oh, just get in the treadmill and jog it out a little bit, bro. Go start jogging a bit." You know what I'm saying, bro? The Hadza, they walk and they run. They don't fucking jog, right? So I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't know about I can't back up that claim that jogging is bad and walking and running
No,
is
no, no.
good.
I'm just saying this is how the Hadza do it, right? This is how the ancient tribes do it. I'm not
Yeah, but
saying that you
that's
should
not
never
because it's
jog.
the best. That's not because it's the best exercise. That's because that's the most efficient for them.
Well, it's
Because
also
they
the most evolutionarily advantageous,
for
right? And that's
hunting,
that's that's
right?
why they do it.
Yeah, yeah. For
Right.
hunting, it's the best. But for losing weight, is it the best? Right? That's the because
Well, they don't
we're
deal
bringing
they
this
don't deal
back
with
to
weight
fitness, right?
issues. Yeah, they don't deal with weight issues or anything like
Of
that, bro.
course, of
They,
course.
they their lifestyle's incredibly healthy.
But
You know what I mean?
now let's bring this back to reality, right? Because that's just a small subsection of the population. If you have someone like me who's overweight, I can't be going full on sprint for like 30 minutes straight while I'm hunting or on the treadmill sprinting for
It's
30
not
minutes.
30 minutes. Not 30 minutes. They don't sprint for 30 minutes, right? They'll do a quick sprint, a minute or two to catch up to something. That's it. Then they'll walk.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're walking at that point, you're not burning that many calories, right? Like if you're trying to go for weight loss, if you're walking, like I'm talking about us as people, like I'm
Oh,
250 pounds or whatever the fuck it is, and I'm walking for an hour. I'm only going to burn like 300 calories or whatever it is.
bro, don't
Compared
underestimate
to,
the power of walking.
all right,
Like
that's,
because
there's
it's
pros for walking, but if we're purely talking about like losing weight and like energy burns, jogging would burn more calories than walking.
here's the thing. I don't believe in the in just in looking at fitness and weight loss and stuff like that as calories in versus calories out.
No,
Because the
I don't agree with that either. It's a long term journey,
yeah,
right? But we can take information and dissect it, right? We could
yeah.
understand what impacts what, and then what we value as people. And purely from a stats point of view, if you're devoting 30 minutes a day to cardio and you want to get the most bang for your buck, you should jog rather than walk when it comes to losing weight. And then from there, you could decide, is that correct for you? Would you rather just walk and then over the long term see the results?
But if
So
you're jogging, and you're
Yeah.
overweight, not only is it harder to sustain, but also you could be affecting your joints and your fucking cartilages, and especially like all that fucking pavement pounding or treadmill pounding on your
Aren't
feet.
treadmills supposed to be easier on your joints?
It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's the same thing. You're still putting your whole body weight on your joints, right? And so over time, that's going to be much harder on your body than a brisk walk. And the brisk walk is much easier to sustain over time. Because again, it comes back to what's easier. What's the most fundamental thing is consistency. What are you going to be consistent with over the long term? Um, and I think that instead of doing like, I'm not saying don't ever jog, bro. Right? I'm not like anti
You're
jogging.
anti-jog, bro.
I'm not anti jog, but I think walking is very powerful, especially for people who are just getting into fitness and stuff like that. Going for a 30-minute walk, just from a behavioral standpoint, is incredibly powerful.
Agreed.
Go ahead, bro.
No, I was just gonna say that yeah, of course. Like the idea is like what your perception is on fitness and your goals personal. Like if you're gonna walk, and you're gonna if you're gonna exercise with cardio for 6 days a week and you're overweight, you probably don't want to be jogging 6 days a week. It's not gonna be good for you. But the idea is that like the same way you go to the gym and you start tracking calories, right? Because a good motion to make, a good idea is to track your calories, even if it's just a general sense, to know if you're overeating or undereating, right? And part of tracking calories is also accounting for the energy you burn throughout the day. So like if I'm eating 2,000 calories, but I'm burning 1,000 calories, I'm under eating. For example, if I'm only taking 1,000 calories a day of energy, right? So I think that's a factor. I also think that like sprinting is hard as fuck, bro. Let's be real here. Sprinting for like 2 minutes on, like, have you ever heard of HIIT training?
100%.
High interval intensity training. I
Yeah.
think that's a great concept too. Is like you walk for like 2 minutes and then you jog slash sprint for like 30 seconds and then you walk for 2 minutes. And so there's a lot of different ways to get where you're going. I think that I agree with you. The general idea is you just got to move. Like you got to work out in some way or form. But then when you're aiming for goals, that's when you got to fine tune it a little bit, and that's where I was getting at, like the whole like jogging
Consistency,
versus
bro.
walking.
Yeah. The biggest thing is consistency. That's the message to take, right? Consistency is the big. What are you going to be most consistent with? To me, it's getting in the gym 3 times a week. You know, and so that's what I aim for, bro.
Yeah, of course, of course.
So I think this is a great place to segue into the more fun topic tonight, bro. What
What do
else
you
are we
want?
talking
What are
about?
we doing, bro? NBA?
Hey, the National Basketball Association, the playoffs are here, boys. And ladies and gentlemen, the playoffs are here. And we're watching it. Bro, I'm not even gonna cap just off rip. Let me say this. I haven't really been watching basketball like that over the past couple of years, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like ever since the whole like Golden State saga, where Kevin Durant, the whole super team and all that shit, bro, I kind of stopped watching basketball for a minute, bro.
So about
And
5 years ago.
I kind of just watch football at that point. I tune in every now and then, but the Heat were ass, so I wasn't really watching too much. And football is just, in my opinion, the greatest sport, right? But obviously it's not football season right now. And the NBA playoffs are here, which the playoffs are always a bit interesting, at least now that there's no incredible super team, right? And so I don't know, bro. Let's talk about the playoffs. Let me pull up here the current bracket where everything stands.
Let's do it.
Let's make some predictions. Who we think is going where? What teams are winning games, bro? Let's get into it. Here we go.
Let's do it, bro. I'm down. I'm excited for this too, bro. I'm nervous to see what my team's gonna do, or my teams.
All right. So first of all, let's talk about your fandom, bro. Who are you a fan of?
We've had this discussion a long time ago.
Oh,
bro.
hold on. All right. First of all,
Yeah.
guys, before Eric spills the bullshit he's about to say out of his mouth, this guy is such. Look, you have to understand. This guy's from Queens. Okay. This guy's from New York, and then he lived in Miami. But look who he says is his fandom, bro. Go ahead, Eric.
So I don't like follow teams. I don't believe in that as a concept. I think my loyalty is to players. I love watching players play. I don't care about the franchise itself. I know that's a very opposite opinion about what most fans are, right? I've been a fan of the Yankees for years, bro. I'm still a fan of the Yankees. But other than that, I don't really like the Miami Heat. I'm a fan of, but for me, if every player, let me ask you a question, Leroy. If every player left your team, are you still a fan of the team or the players who all move they're the same exact roster, but they go to a different team?
The answer is the team, because the loyalty
You're such a
belongs to the
simp,
team.
bro. You're such a simp, bro.
The loyalty is to
If
the
you're
team.
watching Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, and Bosh back in the like 2012 with the Heat, and the whole team just gets up and leaves and moves to like Phoenix, bro. Like you're just done watching
Well,
LeBron. You're done
first of
watching
all,
Wade.
sports don't work that way, right? The whole team, you don't just fucking switch teams, right?
No,
Transplant teams like
that's
that.
happened though. Your teams have moved to different states.
Oh no, 100%. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the Miami Heat is an organization, right?
Mm-hmm.
Teams don't just swap like that, for the most
No,
part.
they move locations. That's what I'm trying to say.
Of course, if you're asking me if the Heat moved locations, would I still be a Heat fan? I don't know. I guess I'd have to reevaluate. Most likely, maybe. I don't know.
The fact that you're indecisive tells me a lot about where your loyalty stands, bro. Because
Well, number one loyalty is to the city, right? Except for football, right? Football's different, but number one loyalty.
why is football different?
Well, we can get into that when it comes to
All
football.
right, all right. But my point
But
is, I'm a fan of players, bro. Players that make me watch the game. Like I don't care about the Heat culture, like Heat Nation. Like it's cool, it's a nice gist, but I want to see the players I want to watch. Like when LeBron was on the Heat, I watched LeBron. When LeBron was on the Lakers, I watched the Lakers. Like when LeBron was in Cleveland, I watched Cleveland because
you,
he's the most entertaining player at the time.
but you
And
know
my
what's
favorite
suspect?
player, huh?
You know what's suspect about all this?
Yeah,
That your favorite player,
it's Stephen Curry.
when you
Steph Curry.
chose your favorite player, Steph Curry, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is the time when Golden State were the gods of the NBA, right? So that's just a little suspect, bro. It's just a tiny
Is
bit
that coming
suspect.
from a Patriots fan, bro? Is that coming from a Patriots fan?
No. It's
You
different.
hopped on board as soon as they started winning Super Bowls, bro. When I knew you, you were barely a Patriots. I heard you one day talking about the Patriots. Like, yo, you're a Patriots fan since when, bro?
I've been a Patriots fan my whole life, right?
That's,
And we can get
that's
into that.
hard
No. That is cold hard facts, and we
that's
can get into the story. But we're not gonna talk about football right now, right?
All right, but
Anyway,
right now, when it comes to NBA, I follow players. Stephen Curry's favorite player of this generation, like just his swag, his etiquette outside of the game, in the game, the finesse, bro. And that's how I am, bro. That's the type. Like for example, like League of Legends, right? Like I'm surprised that for League of Legends, this trend is occurring that sort of lines up with my point of view. But in traditional sports, it's more about following the team.
you know,
So
I
like
actually, when it comes to esports, dude,
you follow players.
I've been a TSM fan my whole life, but it's getting hard to continue that in recent times, dude. Especially when the main people that make TSM what they were
We're the players.
were not just the players, but like
who were they? The manager, the owner, Reginald.
Like, well, the players and not. But
it was the players, bro.
When it comes when it comes to choosing between team and the play, because the thing is, it's different in esports because you make more of a bond with the players, right? They're much more relatable than fucking basketball, football. Because you watch them on their streams and you interact with them and stuff like that. So it's much more relatable, and it feels closer to you than the fucking org, right? And not just that, but people switch orgs all the time in esports. It's not as stable as these other sports, right?
Yeah.
So when it comes to esports, I have much more of a connection with the players, like Double Lift, Bjergsen, etc. When it comes to sports, I think it's team loyalty, bro, especially to the city. Loyalty to the city.
Yeah, that's the one difference between esports and regular sports is most esports are localized in one state. Usually it's California. So there's no loyalty to like there's no like team in Miami that you could vote for or root for, and there's no Orlando team that I could root for. So
exactly,
it's a little bit different. But I don't think that's the main issue, bro. I think TSM fans, while I think I know we're going off topic of NBA, but TSM fans who have been loyal for like years, dude, as soon as all the players left, the superstars, Double Lift, Bjergsen, they've lost a lot of fans, bro. It's very bad. Like, and so that trend of following players is pretty dominant in esports. While it's like frowned upon, like you give me shit about this when it comes to traditional sports. And my
100%.
question to you is that if you moved between 3 different cities, where do you draw the line in terms of like, so let's say tomorrow you move to like Phoenix, bro.
Well, I can
When do
give
you
you the
start?
example. I actually did. This actually happened to me. I
Yeah.
lived in Atlanta. I was up
Uh-huh.
in Atlanta for 3 months. And even while up in Atlanta, bro, I felt a certain connection to the, like, when the Hawks were winning, because it wasn't during football season. When the Hawks were winning, I felt like it was a bit of a vibe, bro. Like, oh yeah, shit. Hey, like the Heat aren't playing. I'll
Where's it
root for the
now though?
Hawks.
Where is it now at?
Fuck the Hawks, bro. Fuck
That's
Trey
what
Young.
I'm saying, bro. But
But
where's the loyalty? You lived in Atlanta, bro. Where's that home team loyalty?
no, the home team loyalty is to Miami because I'm from Miami. I've lived in Miami my whole life.
Yeah.
Um,
For the NFL?
okay, when it comes to
You were just
football,
talking about the Falcons, bro.
we'll talk about football.
All
We'll talk
right.
about football.
I'm just giving you shit, bro. My
But
point is that I'm a player fan. I'm excited to see Curry play. Dude, I've been loving to watch the Suns play, bro. Booker and Chris Paul, bro, have been lights out electric, dude. Ja Morant, bro. We have a wonderful fucking all-star player base here.
dude, the lineup for this year's playoffs actually have been insane. Like they've been incredibly entertaining. Every series has been somewhat of a banger, bro. Even from the jump. Like maybe not the Miami Atlanta series. Like obviously fuck Trey Young and stuff like that. But when it comes to Boston, like
I
the
don't get why
Boston,
Trey Young gets all the hate, bro.
bro. When it comes to the Boston Brooklyn series, dude, that was a banger in terms of just like seeing KD and Kyrie, going off against the fucking Celtics, and they got swept.
Dude, they got
How
swept.
insane is that? Right? Like I remember I was having this conversation with some friends. I was like, "What do you mean Brooklyn's gonna lose to Boston? Are you out of your mind? They have like Kevin Durant and shit, Kyrie Irving. What are you talking about? They're gonna lose?
You know
Bro,
what the
they
problem
got
is,
swept.
bro? The problem is that like it doesn't matter if you have superstars anymore. It's not only superstars at this point. Like every team has superstars, like multiple. Like if you look at Phoenix, they have like three superstars pretty much. You look at Golden State, they have the Splash Brothers. They have some ice, bro. Miami Heat, they have fire, bro. But it's more so like the role players, dude. Like the reason why the Heat have been doing especially well is because when Tyler Hero, the sixth man, who he just got voted sixth man of the year, when he comes in, he's dropping 15 to 20 points, bro, as a sixth man.
Dude, he's coming off the bench, dropping 20, 25 points.
Brooklyn has none of that, bro. Their bench is weak, dude. And so when KD is, dude, did you see how bad KD got locked out in that series?
Dude, Jason, hey, look, bro.
Dude, that was rough, bro.
I had this whole debate with a friend of mine of like, who you're taking, Tatum or Booker, bro. It's hard to pick Booker right now, especially after seeing how Tatum annihilated Kevin Durant in the fucking first series, bro. He literally had him locked down in fucking prison, bro. Like the boy, he was not able to fucking score. There's a clip of him just completely shutting him down, bro. Like it was insane. Jason Tatum's playing out of his mind right now, right? I'll still take Booker though, just because
I would take Booker too.
I'm
And you know
more of
what's
a fan.
funny? I was watching this podcast with JJ Redick and KD, and they're having a one-on-one. And JJ was like, "Yo, KD, like, who you watching right now?" Like, because he watches a bunch of NBA as well. And he's like, "Who do you like watching?" And he goes, "Yo, I just love me some Book, bro." And I'm like, the way he creates space, like him and Ja are like on their own playing field right now, bro. Even
Yeah,
Chris Paul. Have you seen the looks Chris Paul gets every game by himself? It just
dude.
there's such an elite level of offensive game in some of these players that it's just amazing to watch, bro.
Yeah, dude, it's very entertaining. There's some great talent right now in the NBA. The old guard is kind of on its way out. And but like the league is in great hands, dude. Like if we can just go team by team, dude, there's
Yeah,
just
let's
some
do it.
amazing talent, dude. Like Miami, Philadelphia. Of course, Miami's gonna fucking go. I would say 4-1. My prediction for the Heat versus Philadelphia is gonna be 4-1. Okay, Miami, Philly might take a game. Maybe they even sweep them, bro, because James Harden is not the same James Harden of old. He's looking like
Well, they don't have Embiid, bro. They
very
don't have
questionable.
fucking Embiid,
Yeah.
dog.
Also, Joel Embiid is injured, and so the Sixers are not at full strength. I think Miami either sweeps or goes 4-1. I think 4-1 is more reasonable.
I think without Embiid, I can't see Philadelphia. Like James Harden has been, dude. Realistically, bro, both Harden, Westbrook. I mean, KD's the exception, right? But KD got shut out. So like the three from OKC, they have not been looking great this year.
Well, this year they've been,
Like at least
especially
KD in the
Westbrook.
KD's been nice in the regular season, but in the
Yeah,
playoffs, he got
especially
shit on,
Westbrook.
bro.
Westbrook had a
Westbrook, let's
rough
not
year,
even
bro.
like rest in peace, Westbrook, bro.
Bro had a rough year, but yeah, dude. And Miami, if you look at Miami, there's no superstar on the team, dude. Like the closest thing to a superstar in Miami is Jimmy Butler, right?
No, he's not a superstar. He's a star.
That's what I'm saying. So there's no LeBron or Giannis or massive star power players on the Heat. They're all just like extremely good role players that together have like infinite synergy, basically.
And they're coaching too, bro. Miami looks so like there's certain teams that like look like well-oiled machines from like a coaching perspective and a player perception. Miami's one of them. Miami, Phoenix, Golden State, they all look like they're just like they know where to
100%.
be at the right times. They know what plays to go for. Like it's just
Yeah, bro.
great coaching, great players, and it's fun to watch, man.
100%. I
But
think
like,
Miami takes the
wait,
series.
but hold on, let's go back for the Miami Heat. Like, you were mentioning how there's like the old guard is leaving, dude. The new guard for the Miami Heat is gonna be Tyler Hero. It's gonna be D Robinson, bro. Jimmy Butler's a little old now, right? He's like 30 something.
Yeah, I would put Jimmy towards the latter end.
Yeah, I agreed.
Yeah. So, but it's Tyler, obviously, Bam Adebayo,
Bam.
Robinson. I don't know how old Struz is. Struz is kind of like a new player, right? I mean, I've never seen that guy since before this
Dude,
season.
I haven't been keeping up too much with the Heat in the regular season, to be honest, bro. I know they were first in the East, but
First seed in the East, bro.
yep.
But anyway, there's a lot of young talent, dude, and it's really, especially Tyler Hero. That guy is the future of the franchise, right? Anyways, let's go on to the next team, bro.
There was a rumor like last year, or the year before that Tyler Hero almost got
Yeah.
traded, bro.
They were thinking about trading him for. I think it was a package for. There was word about like Giannis coming to the team or some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Honestly,
I
give him.
Jimmy Butler got traded. I'm pretty sure.
Honestly, I give him for Giannis, bro. Like, let's be real. I give him for Giannis.
Yeah, if you get Giannis, bro, he's. I can't think of another player that you just would openly just spend money for.
Well, I think he's the best player in the league right now. But obviously, and he's very, very young. So, anyways, let's kind of go through this a little bit. We're getting a little short on time here. But Milwaukee versus Boston.
Who you got winning?
I got Milwaukee, bro. I mean, they just have Giannis, and that alone is such a massive advantage. That Giannis is not KD in terms of like the physical prowess and stuff. Like people have always said, KD's like a little. You can kind of push him around a little bit. Bro, Giannis will run right through you, right? This guy is.
Yeah, Giannis
insane.
is roided, bro.
Giannis is so strong. He'll run right through you. He's very big. Gets to the rim, attack the basket. I think Milwaukee takes this series. What do you think?
Dude. So I like to mention like dark horses, like whenever we do these like playoff
Wait, but say your dark horse at the end, bro. At the end, bro.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put Milwaukee. I can't see Giannis getting out in the conference semis. There's no way. Giannis is just because not only is Giannis great, but he flips a switch, bro. If he's sort of like KD, where if he wants to drop 40 or 50, like he could just do it.
Yeah, I see the Bucks taking the series. I would say it's going to be 4-2.
I actually think it's going to go either 6 or 7 games though.
Yeah, I think it'll go 6. I don't know about 7. I think 6 games. 4-2 Bucks.
Yeah, I think that's fair. All right, now game number 3, which is Phoenix versus Dallas. Let's just say Phoenix, bro. I don't think we have to go into that.
Phoenix is going to win the series, but
Luka's my boy, but he can't do it by himself, bro.
Dude, the Mavericks, storied franchise, bro. I think Luka Doncic is one of the best players in the NBA, especially like how young he is, bro. And he's such a talent, dude. Give this man some help, bro. Let's get this man another player. Let's get him a 2, bro.
Does he have to leave Dallas, bro, to make it happen?
No, I mean, just open up Mark Cuban has billions and billions of dollars. Just pay somebody, bro. Get somebody to. The thing is, Dallas is a destination as well. I mean, Dallas, it's a major fucking city. People want to play there, bro.
Really?
Of course, Dallas, Texas.
I would rate quite a few cities above that, bro. I would say California. I would say Miami. I would say New York.
Of course, Miami, California, New York. Those are the goats. What we're talking about.
But right there, bro. That's like how many teams is that? That's like 7 teams right
Phoenix,
there, bro.
Phoenix.
There's like 3 teams in Cali, bro. There's Miami Heat, obviously, and then there's like the Knicks.
Oh, I would love Luka come to the Heat. Let's say less, but assuming he doesn't leave Dallas, right, and become he's like Dirk. Assuming he's like Dirk. Oh, give this man some help because this guy is a phenomenal player. I think he's top 10, if not top 5 in the NBA, bro. Luka Doncic.
Nah, get the fuck out of here, top 5, bro. Get the fuck out of
Top
here,
5,
bro.
if not top 10, bro. Luka Doncic, bro.
I can't give him anything more than
Well,
top 15 right now,
among
bro.
his peers, he's the best player among his peers in terms of like his age range. He's for sure the best player. But
You pick him over Ja right now,
100%. Yeah, I take Luka. I take in terms
dude.
of like,
Have you watched Game 2, bro?
dude, John's having a great season and he's doing really well. But Luka is the franchise player for the future, bro. This guy
I,
is an
I
absolute
think he
monster.
has a lot of like LeBron tendencies, and so I could see Luca like being a franchise. I think he should be the franchise player for Dallas for sure. But dude, like he was exposed, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, he needed help, and he didn't have help, but they ran him to the ground, bro. Luca was drained by the third quarter, bro. He wasn't keeping up. He was getting beat on every dribble, bro. He wasn't playing good defense, man.
I mean, it's hard, dude. He's solo carrying his fucking team.
But
It's
so
very
other
hard.
players are doing this though. Other players are putting in 46, 48 minutes in a game, and they're still able to keep up. That's all I'm saying. Like he has
Could
he
be.
has a few weaknesses. Like he's definitely goated. He's definitely top 10, top 15. But there's some exposed there. You know what I
Just remember,
mean?
he's very young too. He's like third or fourth year player. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Well, I like to give him a little more credit than that because he did play in the Euro League and he has a lot of professional
oh, he's
experience.
like Real Madrid, Spain, Real Madrid, all this stuff. I mean, the
Yeah,
guy's
he has a lot of professional experience. So I do like to give him a little bit more credit when it comes to like his experience. He's very composed, very good player. Now let's go ahead and go Golden State and Memphis, bro.
and we just say like you don't take fucking Trey Young over Luka Doncic. All right, we'll put it there.
No, yeah, of course not, dude. Trey Young, God.
Fuck,
All right,
fuck
and
Trey.
then
Fuck
the
Trey.
final analysis is Phoenix goes 4-0 versus Dallas.
Yeah, Phoenix goes 4-0. Phoenix is
They
gonna
they
sweep
just
Dallas.
clip it, yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah. There's just too many good players. D Book, you got fucking Chris Paul at the
Anton,
point. There's
bro.
just you got the point guard. There's just too many good players on Phoenix. They're probably the most complete team here in the West. I think it's gonna be very hard to beat them. So it's gonna be Phoenix, in my opinion. This series is gonna be very interesting.
Dude, I love this series, bro. Both sides
Gold,
of it, I love it.
Golden State versus Memphis, dude. I want to say Golden State. We're going towards the end here. I think Golden State's my dark horse.
So, wait, so you think they're not supposed to win, but you think they might win?
Yeah, I think
Okay,
Memphis
interesting.
should win the matchup, but but you're also talking about the Warriors that they look like the Warriors of old type shit, like the pre-KD Warriors. You know what I mean? So I think they're my dark horse. I think Phoenix takes the whole West, but if I had to pick a dark horse, I would say it's Golden State. I even think Golden State might even win the series, but they won't make it to the finals. I think my dark horse for the finals is Golden State, but they could potentially beat Memphis. So Memphis is looking good too. I don't know. It's hard to say, bro.
If
What
you
do you
had to
think?
put a percentage chance, right? Like, are you giving Memphis 60-40, 55-45? What's it looking like?
I think it's 55-45 Memphis.
All right, interesting. You know what I have a problem with Memphis, even though it's like they're a great organization, great team,
Oh, they're extremely one player
is
dependent.
is that Ja has to like put up these like egregious
Godlike
numbers,
Yeah.
godlike numbers, bro. And I can't see him doing it. If he does it, then they deserve it, right? But I can't see him doing that I can't see Golden State allowing it to happen. They will switch up their defense on him, even though it's almost impossible to guard him, right? But they're gonna make adjustments over the series. They're tied up 1-1 when I'm not sure who had home court advantage for games 1 and 2, but I mean it's a great series. I think it could go all the way to game 7. I gotta give it to Golden State though, bro. They have too many clutch pieces, and I can't see it. I can't see
Yeah.
Draymond, Clay, Steph, and did you see the what's the player, bro? What's the player that's been popping off on Golden State? Jordan Poole, bro.
Yeah.
This dude, Jordan
Cool.
Poole, he's 22 years old. He's gonna be there, like assuming like he keeps playing at this level, he's gonna be their franchise player. And he
Yeah,
is
he's good.
putting up numbers, bro. He's going ham as a 22-year-old.
He's good. He's good.
And they have a lot of good like rotational players too. So like
Yeah, I could see.
it's going to be a tough series. I have to give it a Golden State just because they have so much experience there. They're champions, bro. They know how to win. Memphis is a young team. Ja's a young player. He's going to get his chip eventually, I hope. But I don't know if it's going to be this year, bro.
I can see them winning, bro. I can see Golden State winning for sure.
Yeah, and
Um,
then so like
so
let's do
Phoenix,
a little
Golden
role
State,
play. Yeah,
Phoenix,
Phoenix and
Golden
the
State.
well, you want to do Phoenix into Memphis, right?
Well, let's just say Golden State, right?
All right,
Because
let's say Golden State.
Golden State, you know, maybe they'll just win, bro, outright. I think they might be the safer bet because they're just a more complete team. Phoenix, Golden State. I'm taking Phoenix, bro. I'm sorry. Like Phoenix is just the best team in the West.
Dude,
You know what I mean?
it's scary as shit, bro.
Phoenix.
I'm
I don't
not.
see anybody beating Phoenix.
I'm still confident in Golden State versus Memphis. Like I do think it's like 60-40 Golden State still.
So you
Unless
think?
Jaws keeps putting up 40 something points. If he does
Yeah,
that, then it's tough. But Phoenix, bro, Phoenix is just a great team right now.
yeah.
If
I'm
if
taking
if,
Phoenix,
like
man.
my heart says Golden State, but my brain says Phoenix, bro.
Yeah. That's exactly it. Yeah, logically you would say Phoenix, but it's hard to see. Steph, fucking Draymond, Clay. The band back together losing this kind of thing. But whatever. I'm
Yeah,
taking Phoenix.
so my dark horse is also Golden State, because even though I think they're a championship team and they could definitely get to the finals, it's going to be so hard to beat Milwaukee or Miami, bro. I
got
mean, I
Golden
think they
State.
could
Yeah.
take Miami. I think they could take Miami, but to beat Phoenix or Milwaukee is going to be a super hard task, bro.
No, it's gonna be Phoenix coming out the West, bro. Realistically,
So if Phoenix comes out the West, who do you got? Miami going against
I got
Milwaukee, right?
Milwaukee versus the Heat versus the Bucks, bro. I got the Heat, bro. I'm sorry. The
Yeah,
Heat
I
in
know
four.
that's your bias, bro. But
Miami in 4.
let's be real here, though. Milwaukee goes to the finals, bro, and we got Milwaukee versus Phoenix. Who you
Again,
got?
dude.
Who you got winning it all?
Nah, I got Miami, bro. I got Miami coming out the East. Unironically, I have the East.
Yeah.
If Bam is playing the way Bam's playing, if Tyler's dropping 25, 30 points off the bench, right? If Oladipo's contributing the way he contributed last night, fucking off like, I don't see the Heat
Yeah.
losing. The Heat
All
are
right,
an
so
insanely good team.
let's spit facts here, bro, because a lot of this is a little biased. But Miami went against the 8th seed of the East, Atlanta, who let's be honest here, they're probably one of the worst teams in the playoffs, right? Objectively speaking,
Yeah,
and they went 4-1, so that's acceptable, right? Now they're going against Philly without their superstar player, so I don't count this as like a huge dub either.
right,
So they're not proving me wrong. They're setting the standard, right?
right.
But Phoenix is destroying, bro. Like Phoenix is like, dude, they took out the Pelicans. I mean,
But we're
Pelicans
not
were
talking about
also
Phoenix.
easy.
We're talking about the Bucks. I'm not saying the Heat are going to win the chip. I'm saying they're going to hit the finals. The Heat will be in the
Okay,
finals.
okay. So Milwaukee versus dude, shit, bro.
It's going to be a hard series. I think it's going to
I
go
don't.
to
I
6
didn't
or
have
7
much.
games.
I didn't have much hope in Chicago, to be honest. I think Chicago is missing something. Even though I love their team, I like the whole DeRozan. I like the whole roster, but I don't think it was impressive for Milwaukee to beat Chicago. So that's not a huge factor to me. I think
You'll
if
be impressed.
Milwaukee
Beating
shows
Boston is
strength,
impressive.
if they go
Yeah.
4-1 here, I gotta give it to Milwaukee, bro. If it's a struggle, if it goes to 7 games, 6 games, and it looks scuffed, I could see Miami taking it, but it's going to be
Bro.
really hard, bro.
I think Miami beats either of these teams, but I think it's going to be the Bucks. And honestly, it's going to be a 6 or 7 game scrap. And then we're going to see Miami Phoenix in the finals.
And then who
In
wins
my
between
opinion. Between Miami and Phoenix, I think I'll take it Miami, bro. Hey, let's keep it a stack,
You got
bro.
to show where the fans are at, bro. I respect it, bro. Loyalty.
My heart says Miami, but I think logically speaking, bro, it might be Phoenix, man. But I think my heart says Miami, and my brain kind of says Miami too, considering the way they're playing.
Bro, I just love the fact that, like, look at the series right now, right? Like, excluding Philly because they have an injury, a big injury. Excluding Dallas because shit, bro, that's rough. Realistically, we have a lot of good games to watch, bro, and a lot of good talent to like see come up in the NBA. And I was worried about that like 3 or 4 years ago. I was like,
Yeah.
damn, who's gonna take over, bro? Like,
It was getting stagnant.
it was getting stagnant, bro, because we had the old guard doing decent, like doing good, but there was no like superstar young kid. I guess Luca was one of them a couple of years ago, but there wasn't. Now there's like talent left and right coming out. I'm hopeful, man.
Yeah. The NBA is in a good place going forward, man.
Agreed. How do you feel about the like real quick before we finish up? How do you feel about the rule changes, bro, with the referees, with the whole like last year? I don't know if you were keeping up.
Oh, you
but
mean with
last year
the ghost fouls and shit?
the flopping, bro. And so
Wait,
so what
100%.
happened
Flopping
was,
is bullshit, bro. Flopping is fucking bullshit.
Yeah. So what happened was the whole flopping was getting overrated, or it was too much. And so this year they came in and they cracked on it hard, bro. They were pretty
Flopping is
much
bullshit.
giving they were just like, and then they toned it back, right? There's still some flopping now. It still exists. It was happening last night. But dude, I love that change, bro. I know a lot of people are like, oh man, like now we're gonna not see as much offense and it's gonna go to defense. But dude, flopping was egregious, bro. Like I hated Harden was one of the worst culprits, bro.
100%. That's why he's not doing as good anymore. He's not drawing these fucking ghost fouls, bro. You know what I mean?
Well,
He's also
there
lost
was
a little
this
speed.
there was this one time where the opening day of the season, I was watching Golden State play, and Steph tried that shit where like he took a three, he fucking flopped to the floor. The refs didn't call it, and you know what I love about Steph is like he looked at them and he's like, all right, bro, we're playing like that. All right, I
Yeah,
respect it. And a lot
yeah,
of other players are just gonna rage and get upset and like, oh come on, call that shit, ref. Like, nah, Steph,
100%, 100%.
lock in, lock in.
Lock it. Hey, but anyway, we got to end it there, bro. I'm running short on time. So, hey, I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. Eric,
Of course.
this has been a fucking blast, bro, as usual.
Yeah. Shout out to Jonah for coming on, giving us a little comment, and also Jonathan Hernandez also coming on, giving a little
Yeah.
comment.
Appreciate everyone
Respect, man.
tuning in. Thanks for coming to the show as usual. We're going to be having another episode probably, I think, this Saturday night. We're going to be doing the whole abortion stuff with the Supreme Court and stuff like that. We're going to have our special guest on, and we hope to see you there that day. Okay, we're going to announce it on social medias and all that stuff. So just quick things before we wrap up. You know, if you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the podcast, please, hey, feel free to give us a like, bro. It's free. You know what I mean? You don't got to pay anything for it. Just a quick little tap. You know, if you want to see more of our stuff, feel free to hit the little subscribe button. We do put out this interesting content. We're putting out clips now. I don't know if you guys have noticed. We're putting out some clips of parts of the pod. We're making some clips, of course, for this episode.
A little more digestible instead of watching. Maybe you don't have time to watch an hour and a half worth of content. Stop by for a little 5-minute, 10-minute session. Give it a nice like. Subscribe if you'd like. We love the attention. We love the help, the assistance.
100%.
But bro, like this is like fucking crazy to me. This is crazy to me how we've gone from where we were to where we are, and then on top of that, we have all these interesting topics that are coming out, bro. Like the Wade versus, you know what I mean? Like it's just amazing, man.
100%. Hey, we really enjoy it, guys. Follow us on social media. Obviously, our socials have been down here in the ticker. You can follow us in the description.
At this point.
We have Leroy at Ace of Eric. Hit us up. Let us know what you think about the podcast. We love to fucking chat. And yeah, thanks for tuning in as usual. Eric, it's been a pleasure, my friend.
Always, bro.
Until next time.
Take care, man.
Take care, guys. Peace out.